First you have Hell, then you have Vegas. What do you get if you mash them together nicely? Well, this is Hellbreach Vegas, and Vegas has never been more fun than when Hell decided to swing by for a party. And it's a arcade zombie arena shooter, and if you want a simple zombie game, it's a really arcade-like zombie game. It's sort of like tiny arena zombie game. The zombies have come from Hell. They've invaded Earth, specifically beautiful Las Vegas, with the place of a lot of shiny lights and very tall buildings and a lot of casinos and a lot of moolah. So, incredibly, this is being made by a single person, a one-man team, and there are 5 modes, 7 maps. I mostly played on the one map because you unlock parts of the map as you go along, as you are successful in fighting back the waves of zombies. So it really plays like Call of Duty's survival mode. It's easy to play, easy to get into, play a few rounds, and then you get your fix, and then you goo. So the graphics have a nice grittier, like Back 4 Blood feel in a sense. The neon contrasts nicely with the darker locales. Sure, they're all, I think they're all at night, from what I remember. Sure, it's not as diverse as some other games, but it's still pretty cool setting. The enemies I saw, like there's bloody zombies, I think, that are lacking flesh, that decayed. There's samurai zombies that jump at you, and I think they kick too. Then there's these annoying black bats that just surprisingly came out of nowhere. I know there's more, but that's mostly what I saw. Oh yeah, and the Mega Daddy zombies, which are like, what's his face from Resident Evil. They seem decent. They're a little bit generic, but I guess that's understandable since it's a one-man crew making this. They're mostly there as cannon fodder anyways, to be honest. So rather than trying to make like a lasting impression, you're just shooting at them and they're gone in a few seconds anyways. So it's interesting how your career stats accumulate, but I just find it kind of annoying that your money only lasts until the end of that wave, or until you die in that wave. Playing this game as a solo experience, no doubt you're really missing out on the potential fun of playing with 3 other strangers or friends. Now, it didn't say that there were other people online, so I just played it solo. There's a healthy number of pistols, automatics, sci-fi, melee weapons in this, which sort of makes it more have that Time Splitters vibe rather than like a serious Back 4 Blood vibe to it. So think revolvers, machine guns, there's clubs and ray guns to get the general idea. There's various slot machines throughout the stages that let you gamble your money to potentially level up faster and fight the zombies better and the zombie hordes. So I love the simple gameplay. It's very easy to get into. The graphics do seem a little bit bland, but the gameplay is where the heart of this game lies. Zombies are kind of cheap, and they seem to spawn like almost everywhere. There's portals everywhere that they can spawn from, and there's too many portals, and that's like a big downfall of this game. I got cornered against a wall by a swarm. That was my own stupid fault when I should have kept running in the open area. Live and learn, really. My bad. The movement's fast, but just doesn't feel smooth enough, which kind of distracts you a little bit. Sort of like when you're running in Doom, how I remember running in, I think it was Doom 1. So there's a lot of atmospheric fog, and it's kind of silly when you can hear the last bat but don't realize it's stuck inside a room. That actually happened to me. I'm like, I can hear a bat, but I have no idea where it is, so I kept looking around. Then I realized it was inside the building, it was stuck in a room for some reason, and suddenly that finished the wave. So just minor problem. Melee weapons seem pretty useless, so this feels like the opposite of Back 4 Blood, where the melee weapons can be super overpowered if you use them and give them a chance. And it's very easy to keep taking damage when you're swinging your melee weapon for dear life. Also collision, I just felt like there were collision issues. The game gets repetitive much faster than I expected, even with all the weapons, even with, you know, the potential 7 arenas. I love the weapon variety, but the gameplay experience, even with unlocking weapons, it feels like you're sort of treading the small same area within a minute. Like you've seen most of the place, most of the arena that I tried. Even if you start to unlock it, like you're then running around avoiding zombies, and it just feels like, okay, I've seen everything, I've seen this arena very quickly. So ammo runs out fairly quickly. Sure, you can run back for more ammo, there are ammo cases, but the gameplay loop is so basic that even without more sound effects and pizzazz, the game comes across kind of bland or dull at best. It's really enjoyable to see an arcade version of Back 4 Blood, but it's just smaller in scope, and you see most of the levels very quickly. And that was one of the things with Back 4 Blood, the original levels. Yeah, they added stuff much later, but for me, the original levels were what kept it interesting for me before I started to get to like installation-based levels. The game goes for $19.49. I think I got it for like $13. It's a lot of fun, even with my criticisms, to be fair. I'm glad other developers are trying their hand at a pseudo-zombie co-op game that has online support. It definitely, I would say it's a solid 8 out of 10. It's great to see something other than Left 4 Dead and Back 4 Blood out there. And I have to remind myself it's still in early access. There's one dude making this game, and it's only been out for a few months. So if you want a sort of fill that niche for Left 4 Dead without going back to Back 4 Blood and how they mech'd and mucked around with the setup, it used to be you gradually earn stuff in Back 4 Blood, and now they mucked it so that you get everything in one go, and I feel like that kind of hurt the game's gameplay loop. But with this is a bit more pure arcade-like, simpler Back 4 Blood without the card system. Hellbreach Vegas will fill that niche for sure. Hopefully it will only get better in time. There's a lot of people that are very passionate and willing to offer for the game to get better. So I'm hoping it does get better in time. So really you have to ask yourself, can you survive the zombie swarm? Keep on gaming? Find out. Alright, bye.